Alright guys, so one of my comment sections, one of the comments was telling me that there's some type of new dolphin dive movement that could have some type of advantage in this game, and they told me to look at the beginning of Hummus Thunder's video called Modern Warfare 2 movement is amazing. So I wanted to, I guess, react to it and see how this move can be used in certain situations. It is a dolphin dive move, so as I was talking in the previous video, you can do two different types of slide cancels, and then you can dolphin dive. And there was a tweet by, I think, JGod, I'm gonna show you real quick, on the Call of Duty Modern Warfare movement page, that slide canceling is still in the game. It is confirmed by Call of Duty, so it wasn't a bug. It wasn't just, oh, another bug that you can use slide canceling even though they didn't want it to be in the game. No, they intended it to be in the game, most likely being that this is on their page. They just made the slide cancel nerfed. Pretty much right here, slide canceling in 30 is a quick and evasive movement preferred by highly skilled players over sprinting. However, in Modern Warfare 2, slide canceling can only be done out of the regular sprint, attempting to slide cancel, while tactical sprinting results in a dive. So this pretty much means, as well as the dive, that slide canceling was meant to be used instead of a sprint, which I talked about in my video before, about how if you slide cancel, you're actually moving the same exact speed as a tactical sprint. So there's no really point in using a tactical sprint of running with your gun in the air if you can just slide cancel and be able to be aggressive and jumping around all over the place instead of just having your gun in the air. So that's why we had the slide cancel being so beneficial. And you didn't see people just run and slide cancel all the way in Modern Warfare 2019. They would slide cancel over and over and over, but no running up with a gun in the air a lot, because it didn't really do anything. So now they have kind of a separation between that and slide canceling, as it says, where is it here? Therefore, slide canceling still exists, but it is slower than tactical sprinting and overall has reduced power in the movement meta. So consider it more appropriate towards short-range engagements every so often. At a longer distances, after all, tactical sprint charge is expended. So it pretty much means that it is going to be a lot less effective, but it still gives more use for the tactical sprinting overall. So that being said, there is the two slide cancels that we were pretty much going over, with the Shotzi one, with the blue one. There's not going to be drop shotting, but there is going to be this dolphin diving type of movement that we are going to see in this video right here. So I think it was, you said, the beginning of this video. So we're watching Hummus Thunder play right here. So he's getting shot right there. That's a slide cancel. Oh, that was like a nice movement dive. Now he's just diving like crazy. He said, I don't know why I just did something. I think that's what he was talking about, the whole movement thing. So we're gonna look at that in slow motion. I don't think he knows, like he was saying, what was that? How did I do that? So he doesn't know exactly how he did it. He probably has, you know, the generic combination of how he think he did it, but he doesn't remember the exact combination. Like you see, he was trying to do it over and over. We're gonna kind of break it down and see the exact thing he could have pressed and how it could be effective. So I'm gonna mute this right here so it doesn't sound crazy. So right here, you can see that he slide cancels right here, a generic slide cancel. Shoots the guy right there. So you can see slide canceling still good at the game. Kind of like how the tweet was talking about how it's still good for super close engagements. And then he did like a slide, what's it called? Dolphin dive. So I think there's a difference between dolphin diving and then slide dolphin diving. If we go to his dolphin diving, I think, what was it, later? Let's see, look at where here, right? He doesn't slide right here. He just dolphin dives. He YYs and he dolphin dives. But if you look at the one before, let's see it again. It was a slide and dolphin dive, and you can see it boosted his character a lot forward. Remember when stims were really powerful, where you could use a stim in Rebirth or Warzone, and it would give you that super speed boost where you can just slide past your opponents, and it was super fun to use and stuff like that. It was really powerful because you could use that really quick boost of momentum and just being able to boost forward, and that would give you the advantage of being super fast. It would be really hard for you to get shot, and on top of that, it will be really good for breaking cameras and using the movement to be able to kill your enemies. So it seems like with the same exact movement, momentum boost or movement boost, however you want to say it, it works in a similar way. Right here, putting it in slow motion, we're gonna have to watch this again. He does the move, and as he's doing the move, it gives him a farther push than just running and dolphin diving out of nowhere like one would typically do. So here, slide, and then the boost right there. So if he didn't do the boost at all, right, if he just did a regular slide, one, his character would have still been standing in the air. So his character would have still been standing in the air, which is easier target to hit. But also, he probably would have dropped right around this blue thing right here. Probably would have dropped around there. But being able he did this, he dropped a little bit in front of it. Now, some people might say, oh, that's not just a big deal. It's not that big of a deal. But in a real game, every single bullet matters. Every single little thing matters. And the best players are taking advantage of the super little things. That's why on my channel, I always talk about the super small little things. And if you watch videos over and over and over, all those little things add up to be able to be a really good player. It's not just about, okay, centering, slide canceling, stuff like that. It's about the little things inside of them that make you such a great player. And this thing right here, a dolphin dive does give you good distance. It does. But this sliding dolphin dive is going to give you even more distance, meaning you're going to have more room to be able to counter people or be able to kill people. And that makes the skill ceiling even higher than it currently is. So again, now that we kind of explained it and how it could be really good and beneficial towards your movement, momentum, and all that stuff, we're going to kind of see the process of him doing that and what buttons he could have been pressing. So let me see if I'm still on the, yep, I'm on the 0.25. So it doesn't look like it's too hard. I'm pretty sure dolphin diving, I haven't played the beta yet, but I'm pretty sure it's running and then just holding the sprint button. Oh, not sprint button, the slide button or the prone button. So I think he jumps right here too. Jumping is really good because it gathers momentum. So when I showed you guys how to do the jump reload with the Model 1 for 2019, when you jump, reload, and then slide downward in a position, and what that does is give you a bunch of momentum where you can rush downward and get a lot of movement boosted forward. So here he's kind of doing the same thing. I don't think the jump is required, but it does give you that movement boost like I was talking about. So it gives you an even bigger boost. That's like, I don't know, if you were at a playground, right, and you go down a slide. When you go down the slide, you're getting the momentum from going down from the top, and it slides you straight out. The same thing, the same exact concept is what he's doing right here. He's on top of this imaginary slide because he jumped. Now he's going down, sliding, and then using the dolphin dive to be able to jump forward. So I guess he jumps right here, then slides right here. So he slides like right here, and then that's when he dolphin dives. And you can see the dolphin dive wasn't like a huge jump outward too, which is also very important, because if you dolphin dive, you're making your character go upward and then you're going down. If your character is going upward, then that means you're easier to get shot, you're easier to get killed because you're in an upward position, and it's easier to just aim just straight up than aiming at the ground. That's why drop shotting is so good, because it makes your character be forced to go at the ground, and then the opponent has to readjust based on that. So if the enemy is pretty much aiming at chest high and he's like, oh, he's planning on dolphin diving, I'm gonna keep aiming at the chest or aim higher so that I can be able to hit headshots and stuff and take him out before he reaches cover. Well, now they don't know that Hummus Thunder right here, he's actually going to do a slide and then dolphin diving, which is setting, instead of going upward, you can see he just kind of goes straight forward with the slide and then goes just straight forward. It's like he barely jumps up at all. He does it a little bit, but it's a barely jump up at all. So it makes you super mobile at the ground, which is very important. So we're going to watch it one more time. Well, like 14 right here. So he gets shot at somebody. He's using this to escape. So it's an escape move right here. So jump, slide, and then dolphin dive right here, perfectly into cover, barely exposing his body, and he was probably one shot anyway, so if he jumped too high, he could have got killed. Now he does a regular dolphin dive over here, and you can see it's a lot higher than what he just did. Where is it? On the left. See that right there? It jumped upward. It jumped upward. Go back to the other one. It did not jump upward over here. He jumped upward on its own, most likely. See right here, like he didn't dolphin dive right here. He didn't dolphin dive right here. It doesn't look like he did, because as you can see, when you do the dolphin dive, and this is why he didn't dolphin dive right here. When you do the dolphin dive motion, it throws your gun forward, and like your arms go like this. His arms aren't like this. His arms are still like straight up, like how you're supposed to shoot. And then he goes like that. When he does the regular dolphin dive right here, he straight up shows his shoulders. Look at that. Look at that. See that? This position right here is when he's in the middle of the dolphin dive. He's in the middle of it right there. You can tell. So that means that the button combination that he's using right here was a jump, slide, and then a dive. So jump, slide, and then I guess hold it, which would be the diving button to hold it. So jump, slide, hold it. Jump, slide, hold it. You don't have to do the jump. I don't think you have to do the jump, but him jumping, like I gave that imaginary slide example, if you're going down a slide, it gives you that momentum. So maybe if there's too much gunfire or the enemy is up top, you don't want to jump, you just want to slide and then dolphin dive to do that move. But the jump, slide, and then dolphin diving will give you a lot forward momentum, being that you are starting from a higher position. So that's pretty much this dolphin dive right here. It gives you a huge boost forward. I'm pretty sure he discovered this by accident because he was like, what was that, and all that stuff. So it is pretty cool that we can actually get use of this and figure out more ways in which we can use this in situations to become better players that we are going to be in this game. Also, I'm going to be trying to do more YouTube streams. I know I've done Twitch for a very long time, and I'm just going to see, you know, if it's a lot more successful on YouTube, being that a lot of people are switching for YouTube streams for many different reasons, but there's benefits for both sides. So I'm gonna just keep trying this out and see how it goes. So just be on the lookout for any YouTube streams that I have. If I don't do that, then you can find me on the_5_seal on Twitch. And if you go to any of my videos and you go to the link tree right here, or just the pinned comment section, you can see all my socials and the services that I have to offer.